So slightly different. So let's have a look. So if I go to where this here, our SQL Online, you see that I've got our tables in there. You remember how we did that? As I just copy in all of the commands necessary to get that thing going. The answers to the queries, we're supposed to look at lab 3. Now, there's not really much that's sort of too tricky in lab 3. There's the order by, and there's a bunch of joins, right? So for example, in question 4, for each order, list the order number, the order date, the part number, the part description, the item class for each part that makes up an order. Now, why is that tricky? If it's tricky at all, it's because the order table, if we look at here in the order table, what you see is it's got order number, order date, and customer number. But if we go back and look at our question, it doesn't have these other things that we need, which are it doesn't have part dates, it doesn't have part descriptions or item classes. It's got the order date and the order number and the customer number only. So we need to, do we need any details of the customer? It doesn't look like it. Order number, part description, item class. So we need stuff from the order line, because that's where we're going to get the number ordered and the quoted price. It doesn't ask for the quoted price, but does ask for the number ordered. So the number ordered has to come from the order line table, and the quoted price comes from the quoted the order line table. Oh, sorry, that's from the previous question. The part stuff, that's going to have to come from the parts table. So we actually have to sort of join a few tables together to get that happening. And so how does that look? If you have a look at lab question 4, so we've got 3 tables being joined here. So how we do that is we do it all using the keys. So the keys are used to make the relationships, and that's kind of really important that you think about that. The keys are used to read the keys. When I talk about the keys, that's the primary key or the foreign key. So what we do is the part table, it has a part number, but the part number is also found in the order line. And so we force the part number in the order line to be the same as the part number in the part table, and that is creating a relationship between the 2 tables, which we call a join. We do the same for the order number in the orders table and the order number in the order line table to create that relationship. So that makes a relationship between the orders table and the order line table, and then between the order line table and the part number, so that we're able to get these details, which are the part numbers, description, class, etc., for the order. Now, when we run that, I'm going to have to, oh my goodness. I'm trying to copy over it. What I'm getting is I'm getting that's not good. Sorry. All right, now let's try again. My apologies. So there's our query, and let's put that in there. Now, so what we've got is we've got the order. Yeah, I think, sir, there are students in the waiting room. Thank you. Let's make this even more fun, right? So let's run this and see what we come up with. We got the order number, the order date, the part number, the description, and the class. If we wanted, we could also add the customer name to it. But if we're going to do that, we would have to get the customer number from the order table, right? So we'd have to say, and where the order orders dot customer number is equal to the customer dot customer number. And so that will tell us, oops, what is it saying there? What did I leave out? Incorrect syntax. And because I put a semicolon there. Ooh, that's bad. Okay. Still doesn't like it. Customer name Okay. Um, oh, because I didn't name the customer table here. Oh my goodness. Too much of a hurry. So you need to concentrate when you're doing this stuff, right? So now we can see I only threw that in there so that you can see the relationships building here, right? This is kind of like our invoice. We got a lot of details on here. We got stuff from the customer table. We got stuff from the order line table, from the parts table, and even from the customer table. If we wanted, we could even put the name of the representative who sold us this stuff, right? So you could do that. That would be last name or something. First name, last name. Remember that first name because that only comes from their sales rep table. So I could put that in there. That's from the rep tables from rep. It's sales rep table, right? Sales rep table, and so that would come from the and customer um, dot sales rep number is equal to rep. Is it rep or a sales rep? Yeah, sales rep dot um, rep number. So I mean, what I'm trying to show you is all of these relationships, right? Look at these relationships. We can see the the representative who sold an iron to Al on the something of something. I mean, all of those things are possible. This is the kind of the power of our database system. It's in this case, and it wasn't actually one of the questions, but just to show you the power, we've actually ended up joining how many tables we got there. We've joined all the tables. I think we've got the there they are, the order table, the order line table, the part table, the customer table, and sales rep table, and we've got data from all of those tables showing up in this little report. So that's that. I don't know why I'm showing you that because of the three tables, and here we've made it five. But to show you the relationships, we call it a relational database. So that was kind of one of the cooler things in there, or important ones, I think, is to show the joining of the tables. There, we've joined a whole bunch of tables. Now, other things that we've got there is the group by. And I think that I mean we can while we're doing this great huge database thing, why don't we just go for it, right? Let's do a group by here, right? Group by or order by, not group by. Group by we use with our aggregates. So we're going to do order by, and so what do we want to sort it by? We could sort it by the representative or by the customer or by the class. Any one of these things we can sort it by. Order number we can sort it by. Well, it seems like it's in order. No, it's not. Let's order by last name. So that's if we order by last name, that's the sales rep, right? So now we can see the all the orders of a particular sales rep are sort of are sort of bunched together. They're grouped together or ordered together. Um, I don't know. I kind of think that's kind of cool. So that's order by. You can order by more than one thing, right? So let's say we've got all of the representatives orders together, and then we want to order those things by, well, these are already ordered by the customer number within that, but maybe we could order them by the description. Yeah, so this is what we call the major and then the minor sort, right? So it's going to order by last name first, and then it's going to order by description. So now we've got Perez, but with all the orders of Perez, we have those things alphabetized the items that they've got within those. Really like SQL. I hope that you're sort of getting that. Anyway, so that's let's have a look at some other things that as I said, I'm not doing exactly this because there's another video on that, and you can check the video from the last class. So I'm trying to give you some other stuff. So ordering things, we've done the order then. Credit limits. Let's do order number, order date, customer name. Okay, so this one about the Johnsons, maybe it's worth kind of just having a look at it, even though I have done that in the other thing. But what's um what's important there is what do we do when what's happening here? What do we do when we're using the apostrophe thing here to as the quote, but there's an apostrophe in the middle of the name, and so what we have to do is we have to add another one. So that's why there's two apostrophes there. One is because it belongs after the Johnson. It's the possessive, Johnson. This belongs to Johnson, apostrophe s. But to show that it's not the end of the name, we put another apostrophe there, and that does work. And oh, I don't think that I got that one. I think I put a different one in there, didn't I? Let's go back and yeah, there we go. So then what can we do with that that would be useful? I don't know. Anyways, that's just all the ones where the customer name is Johnson. What we could do is we could also say, okay, well, I don't know what their name is, but I know that it starts with J, right? And so we could do something like that, right? So where the customer name starts with J. So we've done that kind of thing. So that's still going to give me Johnson's. Or we could say where the customer name ends with a E. So we don't know how it starts, but we know it ends with an E. And so no, it's still Johnson's. I guess there's no other customers that end with an E. um, or that has an E in it somewhere. And then we got everything that's got an E in it. Now that might be useful because I I'm looking for somebody like Al, right? I know his name's got Al in it, but I don't know where Al is. Okay, well Al is the start of that, right? Um, anyway, so I'm gonna stop there. I think if you want, you can